In this video, we'll be discussing about nodal analysis, that is the application of KCL and Ohm's law. Throughout this video, we have discussed the basic concepts and solved some numerical problems. And at the end of this video, we have a bonus tip for you. So watch till the end. And before we start, about myself, I am Joydeep Chakraborty. I am a postgraduate engineering student from Jadavpur University. To understand nodal analysis, we need to know what is a node. A node is an interconnection of two or more branches. I repeat, two or more branches is called as node. So, in case you don't know what is a branch represents a single circuit element. So, let's take this circuit for example. That's your circuit element. That's a circuit element. That's a circuit element. That's a circuit element. That's a circuit element. So in this case, this is a node. Why? At this point, three circuit elements are interconnected. So that's a node. What about this? At this point, 1, 2 and 3. Three circuit elements are connected, or rather branches are connected. So that's why this is also another node. Now let's see about this node. This entire node is a single node. Why? Because in between these two there is no circuit element present. In between these two, no circuit element. In between these two, no circuit element. So what we can say, we can consider this to be a single node. Now this node is called as reference node or ground node, because the voltage of this node is 0. This is denoted by the total number of nodes present is, that's a node, and this is a node. So node number 1, 2 and 3. So 3 is your reference node. So total number of nodes including reference node is how much for this circuit? This is 3. Okay, out of this 3, this node is the reference node. So n minus 1 non-reference node. That means in this circuit 2 non-reference node and only 1 is reference node. What about this circuit? In this circuit, this is a circuit element, circuit element, circuit element, circuit element, circuit element, circuit element. So now identify the nodes. Interconnection of two branches, that's a node. Interconnection of 3 branches, that's a node. Interconnection of 3 branches, 1, 2, 3. So this is another single node, and this is your reference node, also ground node. So these three are non-reference nodes, and this is your reference node. Hope you understand this, right? So total number of nodes in this case is 1, 2, 3 and 4, and out of this 4, 1 is a reference node and rest of the 3 is non-reference node. Clear? Let's move to the next slide. Questions from nodal analysis can be classified into 3 parts. 1. Basic nodal, 2. Supernode, and 3. Nodes with dependent sources. So in this video we'll be discussing about this only, basic nodal. In the upcoming video we'll be discussing this, and the next to this video we'll be discussing this one. So this is a basic nodal, we'll be doing that. But what's a supernode? Supernode means when in between two non-reference nodes, there is a dependent or independent voltage source present, that is called as a supernode. Okay, so if a supernode is present in a circuit, then we can't solve this by only the basic nodal method. And So third one is nodal with dependent sources. That means somewhere in the circuit there is a dependent source present. This is the dependent source that is present in this circuit. So dependent source means the value of the source is dependent on some other parameters. Like in this case, this value of this current source is dependent on this voltage, that is 0.04 Vx. That means the value of this current source is dependent on this parameter, that is Vx. Okay, let's move to the next slide. In this slide, we'll be discussing a problem. So this is a single node problem. That's your node V, and the question is find the node voltage V. Okay, this is what we need to find out. So if your question asks you find out the node voltage or branch current, you will be doing this nodal analysis. Okay, now these are the steps that are written over here. We'll be following these steps to find out the nodal analysis. Okay, so step number 1 says identify all the nodes. Total number of nodes is n. Okay, so identify all the number of nodes present. So as we say, let's identify the number of nodes. That's a node, fine, that's a node, because this is a branch, so that's a node. Okay, this can entirely be considered as a single node. So how many branches are connected at this node? There is this branch, this branch, this branch, and this branch. So these are 4 branches are connected at this node. Assume that voltage to be V. Okay, and that's another node, because this is a circuit element, this is a circuit element. That means 2 branches are connected at this node. So this is our reference node. So we have find out the total number of nodes are how much? 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, so out of this 4, this is your reference node. Now, when in a problem, when you know this node voltage, that is exactly we know this node voltage to be 8, and in this node also we know this voltage of this node is 4 volt. So we will not consider these 2 nodes while doing the nodal analysis. So in this case, we will assume that we have only 2 nodes, that is this node and this node. Excluding reference node, we have only 1 non-reference nodes. So that is why we have written 1 node. So because of this one, because this is the only non-reference node present over here, and this voltage we know, so this is why we won't consider this over here. Okay, so we have done part 1, that is identify all the nodes. Part 2, set a reference node, and part 3, assign node voltages in the remaining n-1 nodes. So we have assumed the voltage of this node to be V. So we have done that. Now step number 2, sorry. Write nodal equation using KCL and Ohm's law for n-1 nodes. Okay, so we have this node, so let us write down the nodal equation. So using KCL, this is only a single node, so we have assumed there is a 2 node excluding these nodes, because we know this node voltages. So that's why n-1 is 2 minus 1 is 1, so that is this node. So at this node we'll write down the equation. So let us assume there is a current I1, there is a current I2, this is a current that is incoming current at this node, and this is a current, we'll assume I3. So I1 plus I2 plus I3 is equals to 2 amps. Clear? Now this is using KCL. Now using the Ohm's law, how can we find out this branch current? It's V minus 8 volt divided by 4, V minus 8 divided by 4 plus V divided by 2 plus V minus 4 divided by 2, that's your is equals to 2. Now V by 4 plus V by 2 plus V by 2 minus 2 is equals to 2. So V plus 2V plus 2V is so that is your answer. This 24 by 5 volts is your answer. So that means this node voltage is 24 by 5 volts. Let's move to the next slide. That is, we have another problem. So our next problem is with two nodes. By two nodes I mean two non-reference nodes. Okay, so first thing, as usual, identify the nodes. So that's a node, that's a node, two nodes, and that's a reference node. So two non-reference node, so that is why we have said that this is a problem with two nodes. Okay, and the previous problem was with a single node problem. Now let's write down the nodal equation at this node. So writing the nodal equation, v1 minus 2 divided by 2 plus v1 divided by 2 plus v1 minus v2 divided by 2 is equals to 0. That's your equation 1. So this is I1, this is your I2, this is your I3. If you sum that all up, that will be your 0. That's at node 1. Now at node 2, that means this node. So v2 minus v1, while we are considering node 2, then for this branch we will assume that this potential is higher, this potential is lower. So that is why we have assumed v2 minus v1. While we were writing the equations for v1, we assumed that this v1 is greater and v2 is less. So similarly, so v2 minus v1 divided by 2 plus v2 divided by 2 is equals to 2 amps. From equation 1, three v1 by 2, from this minus v2 by 2 is equals to 1. That means 1.5 v1 minus 0.5 v2 is equals to 1. That's your equation number 3. From equation 2, v2 by 2 plus v2 by 2 minus v1 by 2 is equals to 2. That means v2 minus 0.5 v1 is equals to 2. That's your equation number 4. Now let us solve that. We'll be solving this with the help of the calculator. You can do it manually as well. So we are using FX991 ES Plus. So go to this mode. After we go to the mode, I hope you can see, then press 5, that is equation. For equation, we'll be solving equation. So since we have those equations are in the form of this x plus y is equals to some constant value, so this is in 1, so we'll be putting 1. Now we'll be just assigning those values over here. This is 1.5 minus 0.5 1 minus this is minus 0.5 1 2. So we're just assigning these values. 1.5 minus 0.5 and 1 minus 0.5 1 and here 2. V1 is 8 by 5 volts, V2 is 2.8 volts. Hope you understand that. When to apply the nodal analysis? Because it's not that we have only nodal analysis as a tool to solve different circuit problems. We have a lot of other tools as well. So out of all of them, when to use nodal analysis? That's a big question. We will be applying nodal analysis only when there is minimum number of nodes present in the circuit. If there is minimum number of nodes present in the circuit, then only we'll be using this nodal analysis, minimum number of nodes. So let's take this one. How many number of nodes? Node 1, node 2, and that's your reference node. So only node n minus 1, that means n minus 1 is your non-reference node. So how many number of nodal equation will be there? That is n minus 1. Over here in this question there will be two number of equations will be there. So it's quite easy rather than using maze analysis. If we apply maze analysis over here, that's a maze, that's a maze, that's a maze. So there will be, we have to solve 3 equations. So on this case we'll be using this. Let's take another example. In this case we have how many number of mazes are there? 1, 2, 3, 4. So we have to solve 4 number of equation if we choose to do this problem with maze analysis. But instead, if we do this with nodal analysis, there is only one non-reference node present in the circuit. What is that node? This node is this one. That means this entire node, this entire thing is a node. That's only one non-reference node. And this is your reference node. So if we solve this problem with nodal analysis, then we will be having only one equation. Instead, if we solve this with maze analysis, then we will be solving 4 equations. That will take much time. So we'll be using nodal analysis only when there is a minimum number of nodes present in the circuit.